What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323. This is just some quick tips on siding. I'm on day 19 or day 20 of this big project I got here. I actually built the whole back porch on here, but I wanted to show you some siding tips right here. You see I got the ledger slip all, the starter strip all level right here. This is a starter strip for siding. You could use this, and some people actually put a J channel around this, you know, but I just started out with that. But what I want to show you with is the corners. I don't actually cut the corners for the siding right here. I just find it $8, and look at my perfect corners. These are actually corner pieces right here. Corner pieces. This got to be cut back some, and this sits right on that like that. It's a perfect square corner, nailed in place. It looks amazing. Cheater pieces, $7.99, and you get like 10 of them in a bag. Okay, another thing is people don't know about undersill. You see, this is actually a window with a J channel in the window. See, there's a J channel built into the window, but this right here is actually undersill. It's very narrow. See the little bit where I can barely get my finger in? That is very narrow compared to J channel, what people put underneath the window. This is J channel. So that means that the piece you have to cut right here will be flapping loose. You put undersill, you stick it in there, and it doesn't flap loose anymore. That is called undersill. That goes underneath your windows like that. And the last piece of vinyl siding, the last piece at the top, is undersill. That's why, because it's not going to be level where you can nail it in. You don't want to see the nail, so you put a piece of undersill up there, and the undersill actually grips in and holds in the thing. See, I see got an undersill right there also. It's an undersill. Okay, another quick tip to have is if you're just doing small sides, with undersill also, on this one right here, call out my signatures when I have a mistake. I just ran out of the gray undersill on this one right here, and you see I cut my own piece of undersill right there. That's my own piece of undersill I cut it out of a piece of this right here. This is the actual regular vinyl siding, and this is the top piece that I had to cut off for the other side. But I cut this off right here, which makes this piece of undersill. So when I cut this piece off right here, then I cut off this piece right here about 3 inches, and at 3 inches on the other side. So when I nailed this piece in right here, it's actually about 3 inches right here and 3 inches right there on the back side. That's how my undersill is. Also, when you're putting on siding, you have to put on the siding. There's actual facing for the siding when you put it on. Let me explain why. So this is the side of the house that people are going to be on. They're going to be looking that way. People are going to be looking that way. So when you put the siding on looking that way, you have the siding up here, but you put the piece over there underneath this side over here. So when people look down, they're not seeing that. It's smooth that way, and you look this way and you see the bump. So when you put it on, you got to make sure that the piece furthest down, or the furthest down, is the underneath piece, and the piece that you're looking down is the on top of piece. I'm gonna show you the other side that I did, and then that'll be it for this quick tip. Okay, I'm on the other side of the house right here, but if you see, I do got an F channel at the top. There's another video I did it on that. But on this one right here, people walk this way. So this is the bottom part. So when you look down this way, it's smooth, but you look down that way and you can see where the siding is. Also, you start out with the starter strip level. Then I do like a piece or two, and then make sure it's level again, a piece or two and level again. Normally when you got it level and you push up on it, it kind of comes out straight. So this is the side that's already done. We opted to go with white corner pieces on that. The corner pieces, actually, you got to level those. Everything got to be level. And if you're off, this is the one good thing about siding. If you're off by a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch, it really does not matter, because it doesn't really look that bad or look a difference. Now, when you're doing siding, you should do like all the way around, the same level all the way around. But that side right there I did on the other side of the house, you can't even see this way, so it doesn't matter. Now this is supposed to be all the way around that way, so it's on the same level all the way up. Although since I started replacing that, we're doing a whole new porch. So this right here is actually going to start right around at this level. So I'm going to start with this, and I'm just going to do this whole side today, but I know right around this level where I start at has to be one of these ridges right here, one of these, because then it'll be more symmetrical on both sides of the corner all the way up. Okay, so this right here, we're getting rid of the stairs, making it a little bigger, and I lined out where the stairs are going to be. That's all PVC, and another whole other story. So you do need a level when you're cutting this out. All right, either way, those pieces down, so let me grab them to show you something. Now I'm working on vinyl siding here, and I wanted to show you the difference in vinyl siding. I did a video already how to get a nice cut in vinyl siding, but the basic materials you are going to need is, of course, a hammer. You're going to need your siding, and these are tin snips and these are regular snips to cut the vinyl siding. This is good for straight cuts, this is good for the thicker stuff. But one thing you should do and you should get is, this is a 180 tooth saw blade. 180 tooth saw blade that is put in here backwards. It's put in here backwards. Now if you're doing a small project, you could just even go off of just these tips right here, but what it does is it gives you that little white, when you're cutting it, it gives you that little white look, that little like stretched plastic look. And then if you cut it with the 182 saw blade backwards, it gives you a really perfect cut. So this is a 180 tooth veneer saw blade that's backwards, and it just cuts it smooth compared to these. But if you're doing just a small job, you could get away with these, but a big job right here, you're gonna need that saw blade backwards, because when you line your piece, when you put it in your piece and you line it, it just gives you a whole lot nicer, straighter cut. See? Either way, another tip working with vinyl siding. One big 12-foot piece I gotta cut down anyways, but I miscut it right there because I tried to cut it on the wall. So as I started to cut right here around this, see, this one got underseam to hold it in place, but this one don't got underseam because it clips right here and it clips right there. Okay, but as I was trying to cut it in place, this dang thing slid all the way down, and then I was cutting it not realizing that slid all the way down. Now while you know, you want to try to make everything look nice, like over here, yeah, you'd like to have all new siding, 12-foot lengths on one side and shorter on the other side, but you can't do that because it looks like that was an addition. You have to intermingle them all together. And when you get to like one little side like this, it'll be easy to try to jump ahead and just do like that side all the way up, but you got to keep coming whole levels to make sure your whole level is straight. And if you're doing it really right, you got to come whole levels all the way around the corner, whole levels. But I haven't built the porch yet, so this level is going to start, see where this is right here, that's where the starter strip is going to start, right here all the way up. Boom, baby. All right, and away we go. Now we got to get this side, this side, this side all level. And you know when you're going to be able to tell the difference? When you get to that top window right there. I got to figure out what I'm doing around all that electrical up there. Haven't figured that out yet, but these windows at the bottom were a nightmare to get around, but that's why you need underseam, because it holds it right there in place. See the underseam? It grabs onto that bottom piece really good, so that bottom piece is not flopping around. This is why you don't throw any of your little pieces away. Of course they got to be washed off. I got a power washer, all the little pieces, because that's where you start filling in all this right here with whatever little pieces you have before you go to the big long stretches. All right, what did I tell you about the underseam? Now is the time for the underseam. I cut some little pieces out to fill in all the way by the electrical stuff. I gotta get some gray caulk to caulk that in. But see, now you can't fit a whole piece up here, right here. So from here, I measured from the bottom of this up to the top of that, and I come up with 7 1/4 over here and a little bit over 7 1/4 over there. This time around, I split it right where those pieces are right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this piece up, but I gotta cut 7 1/4 from the bottom of that piece right there. To get my 7 1/4, I'm gonna measure up 7 1/4 on this right here. Try to push my saw out the way. You could actually run a chalk line, but the chalk will stain it. So I'm gonna try to 7 1/4 is right here. Okay, that's 7 1/4 right there. So I'm gonna do the opposite way is come down at 2 inches with a square, and I'm gonna press with the square and cut my 2 inches this way. I got my square. Day 20 in the books. I guess I got to take some pictures and narrate, and my SD card went bad, so it's not recording everything I'm doing. So there you go. I got another side to do, and we bought all this. We're going composite with all this right here.